But I kind of want to watch Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Is it an A24 movie? I've heard of it, but I don't know.
It's the one of the old
Oh,
Asian
no, no, no,
lady
no. Yeah, I'm talking about
multiverse.
the producers, the
Oh, I do
A24.
not know A24. I've just heard from like two friends separately that it's one of the best movies they've ever seen. And I'm like, that's
Really?
strong praise.
I know it's a multiverse movie. There's a lot. There's been quite a few multiverse movies recently.
Has there? Hasn't it
Uh,
just been all Marvel?
I mean, I feel like I've seen some others too, of like that concept of like a multiverse kind of thing. I mean, even like back in the day with like Rick and Morty and stuff like that. That's technically multiverse stuff too. Like that's just been a recent plot point that I've seen a lot of. But yeah, I actually had seen this quite a while ago, maybe like late last year. I'd seen like the
The
announcement trailer.
trailers.
It looked
Yeah.
interesting.
It looked interesting, but it was still, for me,
It
when I
is
saw it,
A24. See, I knew it.
I don't
Yeah,
know what A24 is.
they've done quite a few big movies recently,
When
like
I saw
Midsummer,
it,
Hereditary, stuff like that.
it was in the middle ground for me where it looked interesting, but it could either be completely great or it could be nonsensical and flop to me. It was in that gray area where I didn't know where the movie stood. And now that I've
Mm.
had some friends recommend it to me, it's like, okay, maybe I'll go watch it sometime in theater. I was watching a bunch of esports
Uh,
this weekend. That was my
yeah,
weekend. It's
give
League.
us a little summary. Give us a little.
Hmm.
Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, we had Valorant Masters Reykjavik end, and
Mm.
the winner of that was Optic Gaming from North America. We
Mm.
had League of Legends LCS, which is the North American region playoffs end, and my team actually won. That was Evil Geniuses. They kind
Mm.
of basically it's kind of a meme at this point where there was in Europe G2 won Europe, but the way it happened was they lost, got sent to lower bracket or losers bracket, and then went on 9-0 and completely won the thing. Like they did not drop a game after they got sent to losers. And
Damn.
same thing happened with Evil Geniuses, where they got sent to losers really early on,
Mm.
and then just 9-0'd their last three opponents of Cloud9, Team Liquid, which was the team that sent them to losers in the first place,
Mm.
and then 100 Thieves, the sweater
Is it
company.
is it similar to Smash where if you go to losers you have to do a bracket reset?
No, that's one of the most questionable or arguable things, but it makes sense because of the game itself. Where
Mm.
that's the thing that sucks is if you lose in grand finals while you are on winner's side, you don't get the bracket reset.
Mm.
Your advantage really is the fact that you've had to play less games, which in some people's arguments could be a downside because the people who have played more games and that experience you get from, being in the gauntlet of lowers
Mm.
bracket, they just come in the more experienced team. Like 100 Thieves, they even play a game that weekend, except for like scrims themselves.
Mm. And
And
and that's because they were like already on winners, or they had already had an
they
advantage,
they
or
beat Team Liquid to go to grand finals winners side. And
right, right.
this weekend was first Evil Geniuses played Team Liquid, beat them 3-0,
Beat
and
them,
then
yeah.
the day after they played 100 Thieves and 3-0'd them. So
Damn.
there is that difference in between like Smash, where if you are on winner's side and you lose, you have the bracket reset, which they normally call like true finals or something along those lines.
Mhm.
But because of the time it takes to play a full set of league games, like
Yeah,
five
that's
games
true.
could end up being like
How
five
long does a game
hours.
usually take in professional league?
In professional league, you'll see an average, probably I'd say around 35 minutes. And then there's like this was the fastest set in LCS history because it was basically or fastest set in grand finals history because each game was like 30, and then there's the fastest game was 23 minutes, but the games were all below like 40 minutes. It was a pretty decently fast series. It was nice to watch, but it was also like a bit of a bummer because you kind of want to watch
Yeah.
competitiveness. But
Right, right,
game
right,
three,
right,
it
right.
was like that
Or
poking the dead
just
horse meme where it's just like, hey, do
similar
something.
to what was it, Smash last week, right?
Yeah,
The J Mook versus
J Mook,
versus
Zane.
Zane.
Heck, this
Just like
week
ah.
This weekend also was Pound 2022, which Zane won
Oh
again. So he just
yeah,
won back to
he's
back
just. I mean,
weekends.
Zane's on the top of his game right now. I think for sure.
Yeah, he is the best player.
Yeah, yeah,
I think he's
100%.
probably been the best player for
Do
I want to
you
say
know
since
who?
three
Do you know who he
years.
played in the finals?
Grand finals, he played. Oh, he played H box.
He plays Xbox. Mm,
Yeah, H box did surprisingly well. I
yeah.
don't know, like
He,
I
yeah, he
just
hasn't
never see
been
him
as much in the
practice too
conversation right now
much.
recently. Yeah,
But he's still definitely
yeah,
a top player.
yeah. Oh, for sure.
Might be like kind
We
of a
haven't
similar.
played Melee in a long time. We've played Ultimate every once in a while, but Melee
I
we haven't played in quite a while. Quite a
I'm gonna be
while.
honest, like I really like watching Melee,
Oh yeah.
but
Uh huh.
I'm bad. Like I don't know how to wave dash.
That's why I
Like
like playing with you because we're both like somewhat bad. We're both pretty bad.
yeah,
So.
it's like I'm good on a beginner level, but anyone who is in
Mm,
the scene would wipe me. Like that's how it would be. That's how it
right.
is, and
Right.
that's understandable because I don't know the mechanics and haven't practiced them of like wave dashing, ledge
Right.
canceling,
Yeah. Yeah.
all that, all the
Yeah.
lab stuff.
Yeah. You've done more, I'd say, research in Ultimate than more
It's just
like
there's not too
more
much of that
practice.
complex
Right.
tech.
Yeah. Right. Because Melee is like broken.
Mhm.
And you exploit that brokenness to
Do some
like
crazy
increase the
things.
speed and yeah, no,
Mhm.
there was this thing on I saw where people were decompiling Melee, doing a full decompile. So they were gonna do like basically reverse engineering Melee, um,
Mhm.
so that they could like get the like original kind of like code, so they can like analyze how exactly how it works, so that you can like pretty much make Melee without it being Melee in a way. You know
Okay,
what I mean?
so the get the core mechanics from it,
Yeah,
so that
exactly. It
hmm,
looked like a pretty cool project. I was
that
like, that is very interesting.
sounds like a quick C&D from Nintendo.
I don't know if they can. I
Nah,
don't know if they
if
can.
you're trying to go under like the Melee name, then yeah, you could. But
Yeah,
if they're just
yeah,
trying to get the essence of it, I don't know where that falls in legality.
yeah. No, I mean they'll try to find a way for sure, but
Mhm.
yeah,
Oh, one of
yeah.
the funny things about the tournament though is the players. Like I became a fan of Evil Geniuses with
Mm,
due to their top laner Impact, who is a bit, or he's a veteran of the scene. Then they
mhm,
have a jungler who is from Europe, who was like MVP level player that got
yeah,
traded, and then their mid and ADC are both. They're both advertised or like promoted as young NA talents. Like they always do press conferences like young NA talents, and the mid player Jojo Pyun came into the venue wearing an American flag, and the kid's from Canada.
they just tell him to wear that, or
No, he did it himself. Like it's still Canada's still the region of NA for League, but the him
Mm,
wearing the freaking American flag instead of the Canadian flag cracked me up. And after they won, they're like interviewing as young NA talent, like, and they interviewed Jojo Pyun and Danny, the ADC,
uh,
and it kind of feels bad because their support is he's like 23, a bit older than them because Jojo Pyun's like 17, Danny's like
yeah,
19. They're really young,
right, right,
but the support is also Canadian, so he is NA talent. He's just not young NA talent. So his interview is like a completely different category because that's always a big
yeah,
discourse in League for like natural hone talent versus getting
right,
imports.
right.
So it's just funny that
Interesting.
they're like doing NA talent, and then there's just like also another Canadian that they're not even mentioning that conversation whatsoever.
Interesting. That's crazy. Where it's like 23 is like you're out. Hey, old man, get out of here.
He's not like on the old end because Impact is 27. He's on the older
Okay.
end.
Yeah.
Faker's
Yeah.
25, and people are like, "Is this his decline?" And then he's had like a
when
second
you got
coming.
yeah when you got like in like other sports you got was it LeBron's like 30 something, right? Like almost
Yeah,
40
no.
or
Like most basketball players in their
yeah.
prime still at like 30. So how the
Yeah.
heck you gonna say
Yeah, you got Brett Favre at 50 playing quarterback in the NFL. That
What
dude
was
was like
it?
ancient, dude.
Tom Brady was.
Tom Brady was like 40 something, like 47 or
Yeah,
something like that. Something
we
crazy
won't
like
say
that.
it's his prime, but he can still perform. Like he
Yeah,
could.
dude.
But that was
That's
what I was watching
crazy.
this weekend, and then next weekend is Apex Lands. Or theirs is
Mm.
in Sweden, I believe, but there's some controversy on them because I think I mentioned it before where they were the ones that the competition didn't sponsor their flights,
Oh, I think you remember you
and
saying
then
something about that.
yeah, they went back on that. But now there's another issue where they're in Sweden already, all the teams are, and they had an area for boot camps separate from the actual venue,
Mm.
and the boot camps equipment and like PCs are a lot better than the PCs they're using for the actual event.
That's surprising.
And they were trying to get those changed at the event. Like, hey, these need to be upgraded. And I guess that was in the process. But recently, a lot of them tweeted today that like it's not happening. So they're going to be playing on what they consider junk PCs. 2070s, different from, that's better than mine, but
I
junk PCs
mean,
for
drug PCs for League.
Apex Legends. No,
Oh,
no,
Apex
this
Legends.
is.
Oh, okay, I was about to say you can play League on a potato. Right?
Yeah, no,
You can
Apex
play League
Legends.
on like a 10-year-old card,
Mhm.
dude. But yeah, okay, Apex Legends. Yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta have that. You gotta have that ray tracing.
Mhm.
God, I
High
like that
specs.
one.
It's also there's also I believe with Apex there is a feature that they do of you're able to watch the POVs of any player. So
Mm,
that probably means there is a streaming aspect on all of running on the PC also, unless they're
mm.
doing the two PC setup for every individual, one for the game, one for the
Oh, right, right. Because
stream.
you're, yeah. So yeah. I see what you mean.
Mhm.
I wasn't sure what you meant. Like, it wasn't spectating. It's like their actual screen. Like, you see their actual
Yeah.
screen. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Hmm.
No, that makes sense.
Hmm.
You would think if it's like a professional like event, they'd have it hooked
Well,
up, but I don't know. It's a
well,
smaller
can't
event,
you
maybe.
guess? Can't you guess the company that's behind Apex?
Oh, it's EA, isn't it?
Yep, it's EA.
Yeah, that answers all my questions.
Mm-hmm.
So, Robert,
Mm.
it was your birthday not too long ago. How
Yeah,
was
I'm
that?
24.
You're
Feeling the old
24.
age.
Old ass,
Mhm.
old ass man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh,
Speaking from someone's been there for a couple months, man, you get used to it.
couple months? It's been less than a month. Or it's
No,
been
it's been a
just
month
over a
now.
month.
It's
Just
been
over a
a
month.
month.
Yeah,
Yes,
just over a month.
just over. I'm telling you, I've been here. I've been out here, right?
It's all
Is it
downhill from
fun?
here, man.
It's all
I'm
downhill.
past my prime, apparently, according to League.
Yeah.
League esports. I'm past my prime.
Yeah. Oh
No.
my god,
Oh,
that's
thank you,
crazy.
by the way, for the game. For
Triangle
the Triangle
strategy. I give
Strategy
you. I
gift.
give good gifts.
Hmm. Yeah, I am really excited to play it. I'm also
I think it's good.
Have you been playing it at all? I don't know what you've been playing
I was actually
since.
playing it not too long ago today.
Okay.
I was like,
Oh, okay.
yeah, yeah, because I got a little frustrated with
Elden Ring.
Elden Ring. I was like, I don't want to rage
Mhm.
like constantly, so
Mhm.
let's play some RPG, some shit I'm good at. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, that was the other thing I was contemplating was I actually kind of wanted to play Elden Ring or spoil myself and like the thing is the reason why was there's a character whose design I liked. And when
Ooh.
I like am interested in a character's design, I either A play the game or B read spoilers. And the only downside of that is when I typically read spoilers about the character in like a biography, I typically don't play
Mhm.
the game after that because I've kind of gone into the plot. And for the most part, I hardly ever play those games. So
Mm.
I'm in that dilemma of Elden Ring where there's a character whose design I liked.
Yeah.
I could pull up the name. Rena, I believe, or
Rina. Yeah.
Ranny the witch,
Randy the
some like
Witch.
blue girl. Looked pretty dope. And I was like, do I play Elden Ring? Which I can't play on my current PC. I would
Mm.
feel like I would belittle the experience trying to run Elden Ring on this.
Yeah, Elden Ring. I feel like I've heard is. I mean, it already has like issues, like bugs and stuff like that, and then
Hmm.
running it on. Yeah. running on certain hardware is like a
I would kill
chore.
my computer. I feel like that shit would be the end
Yeah.
of it. Yeah, Triangle Strategy. I'm excited to play. I want to. I mean, it's another game where I'm like, I would like to. It's a game that seems really nice to play at convenience, but I also want to stream it at moments. Like,
Mm.
I haven't even picked up the game, but I'm like thinking, would I want to stream this game or would I want to play it as a convenience thing when I
Just
have
like
time?
yeah, yeah,
Because it's always nice to have those separate from stream games.
yeah, yeah, 100%. Oh, actually, news that just came out was Twitch changing their partner program.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
that was like kind of like somewhat big news because they were doing some pretty weird changes. Like I think they were doing the big one was that they were changing the split, uh, revenue split from 70-30 to 50-50, I think.
Who gets 70
No,
in
no,
the old
no. They
version?
changed it from 70. Oh, the old one, it was creator 70, Twitch
Mm.
30. Now it's 50-50.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the opposite to that was that they were ending exclusivity, maybe. So you could, even if you're a partner, you can uh,
Mm.
stream on YouTube
Interesting.
or wherever else you wanted.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm very much on the very much on the belief that as a structure or in a structure and environment, I think the way YouTube is handling their streamers and like content
Mhm.
creators seems to be a lot better than Twitch. I feel like Twitch
Yeah.
has kind of
The only thing
isolated its
from,
streamers.
for sure, 100%. 100%. I agree with you. The only thing I've seen from YouTube is that they just, I don't know why they don't have better infrastructure. I think
Yeah.
that's the only thing. Like if they had better infrastructure, a lot of people would move to YouTube, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Just
can
like
agree with
better
that.
searchability, better, like, yeah, pretty much.
Hmm.
Yeah. Maybe like a little special like section where it's like just like streams and stuff. I don't know.
This is
That just
fascinating though. The
surprised me.
idea of didn't they say I think I know what you're talking about. Wasn't there also a point of more ads?
Yes, more ads and like
So
different tiered, more tiers, I think, for subscriptions.
I think them having it so that exclusivity is no longer a thing, they're gonna make a lot of the revenue through ads. That's also I don't know why they're doing the 70-30 to 50-50 though. Like they
Yeah.
seem to be
It's a pretty
taking a
big
lot of
jump.
money if they are going
Yeah,
from
they're already
creators getting
putting more ads,
yeah.
more. Yeah.
Because if you get rid of the exclusivity thing, they could co-stream on Twitch and YouTube.
Mhm.
However, Twitch would be getting, or I don't know. That seems off for me to do both of those. Like that's compounded. Like even one of those would be a shift, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah.
Maybe I should try out YouTube. I've always wanted to just see how the platform was as a streaming
Yeah.
site. Only
I
done
mean,
on the viewing experience.
yeah, that'd be interesting. That'd be interesting.
There's also a upcoming Naruto and Jordan collaboration for
That's
shoes.
interesting.
It's
Have they
interesting.
come out with the
How,
designs yet?
yeah, they released the three designs. One
Mm.
is based off Naruto in his six path sage form. I'm gonna list them. I don't know what any of this means because I haven't watched late Naruto. I watched like first season
Uh,
probably.
yeah. Like you
Second
haven't
design
watched
is off
Shippuden?
of
I have not.
no.
I probably will one day. It's like a like an anime, like a ascending to another level of anime fandom kind of thing
I feel like it's like one
or
of the
something.
entry
Well, no,
ones that
yeah,
people can
maybe I'm
miss.
thinking of One Piece. That's like the true,
That's
the
that's when
pilgrimage.
you're
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
That's when you're trying to reach the top.
Yeah.
That's it. The second one is based off Six Pass Madara.
Okay.
And then third is Naruto in his nine-tailed demon fox four tails form, which is a long-winded
Yeah.
form. I don't know what the hell
I
happens.
I feel like I've seen like 20% of Naruto just off of Instagram Reels.
Interesting. I
They are
know it
so
spoils.
yeah, there are so many like just clips, just clip after clip after clip. I feel like I've seen like a good chunk of like the main story, like the main arc of Naruto.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. The thing is, the shoe it's collaborating with is the
Mhm.
Zion ones
Okay.
because he likes Naruto.
Okay.
However, I would not get them because the kid hasn't played. The kid hasn't played in
Hasn't he
like a
been
year
like
and a half.
injured in
He has been
for a
injured.
while? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
Is
if
he still with the Pelicans?
he's still with the Pelicans. Pelicans are actually
Mm.
still in playoffs. They're playing against the Suns right now. I think it's going to be
Mm.
game 6 soon. But yeah, he's still injured. Nothing on him. Unless I really like the design. If I really like one of the designs of the 3 variants of the shoe, then I'd probably try to go for it.
Yeah.
But I just have no personal interest. But Naruto fans go crazy.
Going hype. Yeah. That's
Mhm.
cool for them. Oh, last one was like the Overwatch beta.
Oh
Overwatch
yeah, yeah,
2. The
yeah.
Overwatch 1 DLC.
It very. Have you watched the gameplay?
No, I haven't. I don't know. It's just
It
Overwatch is
looks.
so 2016. That's a
I'm
whole
gonna be
other part of my
honest.
life right
Yeah,
there. I don't know. I don't know if I can go
I'm.
back to that.
I might be like being critical on it, but to me, it just looks like Overwatch with a different UI. Like or U. I don't know if it's UI
Yeah,
UX.
it's
It
UI.
just
Yeah,
okay. It just
different
looks
UI.
kind of the same. Which some people argue, that's kind of the point.
Right.
But it's just like this looks like the same damn
They
game.
didn't change anything at all.
Like
Same assets, like
when did Overwatch come out, guys? We need to ask this question because
wow, gosh, was it like 20? Was it 26, 15, 16? No, it was 2016 because I feel like I remember
it
starting
was
to play in
prime
like the beginning of
college.
college. Yeah, like the
Yeah,
beginning of college, like freshman year of college.
yeah. But
Gosh,
it
that's crazy.
was it did hit 1 million viewers on Twitch, but it does have drops enabled right now, which always spikes up the viewership. And then something I didn't know that was interesting, I don't know if it's still in play, was competitive Overwatch is in a was in a deal with YouTube where it would be shown competitive games would only be shown on the YouTube platform. And that was back in 2020. So I was wondering if that is something that is still in play because if so, that really does hit viewership a lot of not being on Twitch
Yeah,
on the competitive scene.
I mean, honestly, from what I remember, Overwatch League or whatever, it
Hmm.
like didn't it tank? Like,
I don't
uh,
know.
I remember it tanking. Like nobody watched
Oh,
Overwatch League.
Tail End had a lot of drama and like not a lot of
Yeah,
viewership.
yeah, because of like, wasn't it drama because of like the teams were like scamming their players or something like that? Wasn't it something
No
crazy?
clue.
I remember it was something crazy. I think I watched like a YouTube video on it. It was like it was pretty wild if I remember correctly. Or they spent so much money and like barely got any viewership or something like that.
I
Yeah,
need to look into it. I don't know too much about that esports scene.
yeah. I remember it being pretty crazy. I remember it being pretty crazy. Hmm.
Something I saw that I think you'd be interested in was
Hmm.
the PlayStation, like the newly created PlayStation Preservation Team, which is
Hmm.
which was created. They hired a bunch of new people
Like with
for the
like,
sake of
go
like
ahead.
new roles completely and like a whole team around it of preserving the old PlayStation games. Because I think this is speculation or might have been written in an article like or it's based off speculation but I wouldn't be surprised if it was written in an article already on like the in depth of what the team does. But it seems like they're going to preserve the old PlayStation games so they can implement them into their PlayStation Plus plan. Remember the tiered ones
That
where
is
it's
smart.
going to go
Yeah.
into
The
their
problem
old
with that
library.
is, yeah, the problem with that is that's super important because a lot of like the original like source code or whatever, a lot of it is like lost because there wasn't really a plan in place back then to like save it all. So it's like you don't have access to like that original stuff, so you can like work off the original, the original work.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's important to definitely have all like the the files and ROMs and stuff like that. That's super cool. I'd say if they're doing it officially, it's officially through Sony. That's really cool
Hmm.
to have
Yeah.
somebody actually officially. I know Nintendo was like super notorious for that, but yeah, it video game preservation is really cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's like, dude, it's like a problem because there's like I remember there was a bug that just got recently fixed on like I think it was PS4s or PS3s that there was like a bug in the code that if a certain like a actual battery would it's like this like CMOS battery or something in a I think it was a PS3 went out, like you couldn't even play digitally download games anymore because the date would be off in the actual system. So I think
Oh wow.
it would think that the game you bought was expired. That's why I like physical games a lot. You don't have to worry
Hmm.
about that with that. Because even now, like some people think that now, like the discs just have like a, like a key for like a digital copy, but they actual disc actually have like a 1.0 version of the game, so you can still play without any internet. So that's why
Hmm.
I still buy
Yeah.
physical media, even with like a PS5 or whatever. So
I think it's interesting. I buy physical media for games and music for different
mhm.
reasons. Games, I'm on the same opinion where it's like the usability and like the ability to hand it to a friend.
Yeah, exactly, for
Music, I
sure.
don't know why I still buy CDs. Sometimes because like it's not like I could do that anymore. Back then I used to do it because I made, the old mixtape on a
Right.
blank
Yeah,
CD
yeah,
file.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
like there's no point where I'm ever gonna give it someone a CD and be like, hey, listen to this album. Like
Right.
I would just tell
Right.
them, look it up on Spotify, look it up on Apple Music, look up on YouTube. Like there's no point in me giving someone a CD of a studio
Yeah.
album.
Yeah. No, it's cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. I love physical media. Like if you know anything about me, I love physical
Mhm.
media. So
How about
uh
movies? Physical?
movies, that's
Or
the one where I haven't really done that.
mhm.
I don't know. Movies, I don't know. Yeah, not too much. I have like a couple, but not a lot. But yeah, I don't know. For games specifically, I'm just like super into
Yeah.
it.
Games, music. I also remembered the one I want to develop is the manga / light novel collection.
Ah, yes. That's
Mhm.
I feel like that I feel like I've heard it's a lot less expensive if you actually get it in Japanese, but I feel like for us fucking Americans, it's pretty expensive.
Oh yeah, no, I think
Yeah.
for us Americans, it is more expensive to get
Yeah.
Japanese
Like
because
what is
it's
it translated?
if you were
Yeah.
in Japan,
Yeah.
then it's cheap to get it in Japanese.
Yeah.
But for us in the states, either there you have a local store that
Yeah. Barnes and
has
Noble.
yeah, Barnes and Nobles will only have the English versions. I
I
still
feel
need to
like Barnes
get
and Noble has like come back thanks to manga because I feel, dude, the manga
that is true.
section is
It's pretty poppin'.
huge, and there's people there like just
Yeah.
reading. Like it's like a
Mhm.
whole library just right there. That section, dude. It turned from one shelf to like legit like half of the first floor, like of just
Mhm.
manga. It's insane. Like the at our local one, it's like in the first floor, it's like literally the whole back of the store is like just manga. It's
Mhm.
grown like exponentially. It's pretty
Yeah.
crazy. Pretty
I
crazy.
still need to get a silent voice on physical.
Yeah,
That's like the
that's
one
a super
manga I
one.
need to get physical.
Yeah, for me that one is Nichijou, and I'm half done.
Oh. Is
Yeah,
Nichijou still going or has it ended?
no, it ended. It ended.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, it ended.
actually, I think the author's doing another manga now. I
Hmm.
forgot what the name was, but I don't know. Nichijou is really special for me, so
Mhm.
I gotta finish it. I'm like halfway
Yeah.
done. Mhm.
A series that I'm actually been reading recently is called Ranger Reject, which is an
Mhm.
action series from the writer of Quintessential Quintuplets. It's actually been
Oh,
pretty good so far from what I've read.
oh, changing genres. Interesting.
Yeah. I know, it went from harem trash to like action. Nah.
Interesting. Is this? I don't know if I've seen his like original art style. I've only seen the anime, so
Yeah.
sometimes there's like a little difference. Speaking of anime, this season has been. Oh, dude, I love this season. I've been keeping up. This has been like three anime. It feels like back in like 2017, 2018.
Hmm.
Um,
The fire is ignited.
uh, yeah, I know. It was what is it? It's Kaguya season 3. Really
Spies
good,
Family.
really good. Spy Family, good.
Hmm.
And this other one, it was like, God, what is it called? It's this one where it's the quiet girl or whatever. It's not Komi. Komi doesn't come out till next month.
Oh,
But
um, Shikamori's not just a cutie.
yeah, no, not Shigemori. Just not just a cute. Gosh, she's like
Gotta give me
super
some.
quiet.
Give
It's
me
just
some
like
plot points.
white hair. It's just like a slice of life. they're in school. They're like it's like almost like
You naming Angel Beats?
the guy close actually. The character just looks like let me see. It's
Data
called
Live?
Aharen-san wa Harakenai.
English version?
Aharen is indecipherable.
Interesting. I
Yes.
actually don't
I
know if I
think
know
you've
that
seen
series.
memes. You've probably seen memes, honestly,
Good chance
if
of
you look it up.
good chance of memes.
Yeah. Because it's actually been pretty funny. It's the first time I noticed where a lot of the humor has like caught up to stuff that like is happening now. Sometimes I feel like when people write slice of life, they're a little bit or like they're a little bit older than us, and like the
Oh, I
slice of life
see.
is a little bit behind. And this one felt very modern. It felt very like
Mhm.
now. I don't know. Yeah.
That I just looked it up. I have seen it. It's not a series I'm familiar with though. Like I've
Yeah.
just seen some
The
memes.
memes, some memes, yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. It's just like the whole idea is like this guy's like going to high school. He's I don't know if he's like never been like good with other people or something. Obviously, they're all like that.
You know the
Yeah,
typical.
yeah. And then he just meets the girl like this girl like the first day, and like she just like can't talk or doesn't like to talk with people because she gets like too friendly with them too quick or something like that. But she's like has
Mhm.
like the smallest voice like imaginable. Like half the time she's like whispering talking.
Gotcha.
It's of that kind of story, you know what I mean? But
For
it's funny.
yeah.
Yeah.
For series like that, like we were listing the humors like modern, I
Yeah.
felt reminds me back of my favorite manga series.
Mm.
Not favorite manga series. One of my favorite manga series. Probably my favorite comedy manga, Defrag. Because
Yeah,
yeah,
T-Frag
there's
is pretty
been
good. Yeah, T-Frag's good.
that manga is just hilarious.
Even the
I
anime
really
is
wish it
good.
got.
I should probably read the manga too. Yeah.
Because yeah, there's like episodes with a Switch in play, and it's a lot of just a lot of jokes that you can see that they're referenced or influenced based off current things
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
old games even like they'll bring up like if they're playing a retro game
Yeah.
it'll be based off of like Street Fighter or
Yeah,
Smash Bros.
that reminds
Mhm.
me of when I liked a lot was gamers.
Gamers. I
Gamer,
knew you were
I
gonna say
loved
gamers.
gamers. Yeah, I love that. I loved it. I don't know if that's a light novel. I think it is a light novel.
It is a light novel.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
need to read that because I really liked gamers.
because I believe the light novel is the only thing that like got that finished
Yeah,
and has the definite end, and
and
then
also
anime had
I
its one season.
right, and also the one that was actually more popular than I thought it was, and I think it was because of like one of the OPs was Otakoi. Love is hard for an otaku.
Oh yes, yes, yes.
That one got had a little
Mhm.
fan base too. So I think that one was also had that same kind of like
Mhm.
modern slice of life kind of thing. That was fun.
And oh, I remember seeing a list. They're
Mm.
like, if you like Kaguya-sama, you should watch these series.
Mm.
And they had girlfriend. I think it's girlfriend, the one that was like the guy dating four girls. I was
I heard that
like,
one was
those are
worse than we
way.
thought. Like I never watched it, but I heard it was worse than I imagined.
I've heard if you if you watch it as a meme, it's pretty funny. But like if you try to go in there with you know trying to see the storyline
Yeah.
and developing characters, that's not the place. But the fact that they recommended that series off of Kaguya, I just felt disrespected. As a fan of Kaguya, I was like, this is disrespectful.
Kaguya is quality. Is actually quality.
Mhm. Also, another thing is before we end
Mm.
it is Kaguya. They put a album on streaming or like Spotify/YouTube
Mm.
of their best songs. So they brought in the Chica song on Spotify, the
There you
Chica ED
go.
song,
Yeah, hell yeah.
which is just funny to me.
I remember, dude, they played that so much. I remember when it came out, like it was like everywhere. That
It was
ED.
the TikTok song.
Yeah, it was like yeah, it was everywhere. That's crazy.
Hmm.
Anime's becoming too mainstream, dude. Too mainstream
Yeah.
now. I gotta
We
leave.
need to gatekeep.
Gatekeep these kids.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it seems like that was episode 51 of the Virtually Lost podcast.
See you later.
See you later.